Back in late July, I left the scorching heat of southern Texas to escape to the cool climate of Seattle for the first ever SeaMax event. I'm here with Mike from Hydor USA. Mike, everyone's asking me, when can they get their hands on the SmartWave?
Well, Mark, I got some great news. I'm told that SmartWave's under production right now.
Okay.
It is due to ship out, and if all goes well and no freak accidents on the water, we should have it here in the States September for sale by the end of September.
Okay, SmartWave, September, check. Now, since I'm a member of the Nano Club with the Sexy Tank, I wanted to find something that was specifically for its nanotypes. Biopellets are one of the hottest trends in the saltwater tank industry right now, and I'm here with Russ from CPR Aquatics. This is the smallest biopellet reactor I think I've seen, Russ. Give me the idea behind it.
We've seen a rapid growth in the use of biopellets, and it used to be set for people with larger tanks, but obviously a lot of people have these smaller tanks with less room, less filtration, and so we really wanted to make a reactor that could benefit those people and help keep everything looking nice and neat. So you don't have a lot of reactors going over the sides, you don't have extra pumps or plumbing that you need to deal with.
Fantastic.
Something that's completely contained in the same sump filtration area.
So this is ideally for, looks like a nano type of setup.
Typically, it's going to be best applied for smaller tanks, obviously.
And you said that you can use these, I mean, biopellets make sense, but there's no reason you couldn't put carbon in there, GFO media, anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. The pump we use on there right now has a little valve, and so if you need to adjust it to adjust the flow rate, obviously that's something you can do.
Do you have a time frame on when these will be in full production, people can get their hands on them?
Because of the fantastic reception we've had here at SeaMax, what we're going to do is go ahead and start selling these prototypes out in the market as quickly as possible. I would assume here in a couple weeks you'll be able to find them through a couple specialty retailers.
This looks like a great answer for the nano guys, even with me with my Sexy Tank, 34-gallon salon on. And like you said, I don't want that big ugly reactor hanging out the back. I can tuck this thing away and it's perfect for smaller applications. Speaking of hottest trends, no saltwater tank trade show these days are complete without something from an LED company. You've seen Eco Exotic LEDs over the Sexy Tank, and I'm here with Ike from Eco Exotic. Ike, it looks like you have some new goodies for us here today. What do you got?
We do. We got some new Stunner LED strips. These are now available in new colors. They come in a new 445 royal blue,
okay,
and as well as a magenta, which is a purplish pink, brings out a lot of reds and yellows people have never seen before. The big thing with these is they're now available in longer lengths, so you can get them in 24, 36, and 48 inch.
So 4-foot stunner strip.
4-foot stunner strip, 5 different color spectrums. They're really good for color accenting or for fish-only tanks.
You also look like you have a new panorama module too.
These are 19 watts versus the 12-watt ones you have. One of the great features about them is they're completely waterproof. We don't design them for use underwater.
Right.
But being that a lot of times these are used in an application where you get saltwater spray and water, much more powerful than the older units. They're 19 watts versus 12. They put out about 40% more light.
It looks a lot brighter from even what I used to run.
They're great for canopy applications. They'll be great for our new panorama fixture coming out quite soon.
Okay.
And we also have an RGB version, which is a version that comes with a little remote. And you can basically just point the remote and say, I want a new color red, changes it to red. You want white, changes it to white. You want to fade in and out, fades in and out.
It's anything you want.
Anything you want right here on a simple remote. You can even, decrease it. You can increase the intensity, that kind of thing. As well as we have reflectors now for the Panorama Pro modules.
Okay.
So if you have a deeper tank, these are great for punching the light a lot deeper in your aquarium. The new versions are linkable.
So how many of the new Panorama Pro modules can you link together off one transformer?
We have a 60-watt transformer, so with them being close to 20 watts a piece, you can link up to 3. But again, it's a 24-volt transformer, so if you get a larger one, you could link as many as you wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't need to have one cord per transfer.
Exactly. It's one simple plug-in, makes it real easy for timers, or if you've got a little strip, doesn't take up a lot of room with the separate transformers.
Wow. I'm looking forward to putting those over the Sexy Tank.
I can't wait to see them on there.
See if I can burn up some coral with
Yeah,
them.
no doubt.
Okay, the Sexy Tank is definitely getting upgraded with some of those new Panorama Pro modules. And for you DIY guys, I spied something for you to share your builds with the world. One of the great things about the internet is that you can interact with other saltwater tank hobbyists and get ideas for them and ask them questions. But until recently, there was no way that you could host a video all in one place, write about it in one place, and have it all be searchable. You had to post a video on YouTube, link it to your blog. It got to be a real pain in the butt. Well, reefjournal.com is changing all that. What they've done is they've created a one-stop site where you can write a journal. You can talk about a subject. Let's say you made a refugium out of canister filter. Write all about it. You can post your pictures right on the site, no linking needed. You can post your video right on the site as well, no linking needed as well, all in one place. Now, if you're not an author and you're looking for information, you can go on reefjournal.com as well. You can do a search for anything that you're looking at, read about it, and interact with the author as well. It's a really great one-stop shop for posting up saltwater tank information. And if you're looking for stuff, you can find stuff there too. reefjournal.com. Be interested to keep an eye on this and see where it goes. Okay, we've got pumps, biopellet reactors, LEDs, and rock. You see me talk a lot about dead rock on Mr. Saltwater Tank TV, and I'm here with Gareth from Real Reef. This looks exactly like my type of stuff. Tell me about this rock.
Well, this is finally an alternative for wild rock. This is a 100% calcium carbonate rock. The rock that we have here is actually a dead rock in order for display. It's a dry rock. The rock that we actually sell to retail stores is bioactive, which means it's grown out. It's usually in tanks for about 6 months before we send it to retail stores.
Okay.
We manufacture this piece by piece, 100% calcium carbonate, and then we actually add a color to the rock, so it actually looks like it's covered in natural coralline algae.
I was going to say, how'd you get it look purple when it's down here?
Exactly. So that way, as a retail customer, you can go into the store, you have the option of either looking at white or brown live rock, not very attractive,
Right.
or you could pick this out, which is purple from day one. So whilst you're setting up your tank and starting to grow coralline algae in your tank, it still looks purple, even for that initial setup period. It's also popular with people, if they have fish-only tanks, they have no intention of growing coralline algae. That way you have some pretty looking live rock in your tanks.
This doesn't come off the reef. You're not harvesting the reef and knocking out the reef.
You finally have an environmentally safe alternative that looks pretty, unlike there's a lot of other aquacultured rocks out there. They're just not very attractive, they're not very good for aquascaping, and now we don't have to take rock from the reef anymore.
Trade shows are great for finding out about new gear, but I wanted to dig deeper. Try to find out about the new gear that hasn't even been released yet. Mike, what's the new thing coming out at Hydor USA that no one knows about?
Can't tell you that.
Mike, tell me, what's the new thing that Eco Exotic is about to roll out?
We have a few new things to roll out, but unfortunately I can't tell you anything about them yet. Really soon.
Come on, man, throw me a bone.
Nope, sorry.
I'm out of here. Gareth, I gotta know, what's the new thing that is yet to come out from Real Reef?
Well, by the end of this year, we're going to have 2 new products for you, but I can't tell you right now, sorry.
God. Steven, what's the new thing that Ecotech is about to come out with? Tell me.
Well, Mark, why don't we step over here and we'll see exactly what it's worth to you.
I'm game with that. Let's go.
All right.
Let me see what I got here, Steven.
Oh, you better start counting, buddy.
20, 40, 60,
No,
80,
that's not gonna cut it.
100, 200, 1,000, 2,000.
How about a credit card, Mark? That might work a little bit better.
I got a couple of them here with me. There's a Visa card, there's another Visa card.
That one'll work.
That'll work?
Yep, that'll
All right,
work.
perfect, cool, man. So tell me, what's the next thing you guys are coming out
Well,
with?
the next thing that Ecotech Marine is gonna be coming out with is